Hello, everyone. I'm Anthony. Today, joining me is Mathias. We're gonna talk some art and discuss some very nice, cool pictures. Mathias, how you doing?
Great, thanks. So, nice to actually begin sharing this information.
All right, let's get it started. What's up here? What's this picture about?
That's a very good question. I guess only Midjourney knows. The way I approached creating these images is using an image generator called Midjourney, and then I give it some abstract prompts like cover art,
Mhm.
patterns, shapes, and such, which actually lets Midjourney do whatever it likes. So we see a much more diverse type of images than if we had to give it some specific prompt. Because if I examine this, I have no idea how I would prompt it to create something like this. Maybe glass marbles exploding or something like that.
Yeah, this looks so like beautiful, you know. I see orange, blue, some goldenish red. It's beautiful. And the four pictures kind of talk to each other, I would say. Yeah, let's go
Yeah,
for the first one maybe. The top
yeah,
left.
yeah. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
there's also some value in showing them side by side before to actually get to see what's special about this one.
Mm-hmm.
What's theme? Because there's a lot going on, but when you have the others as reference, it actually makes it easier to see what's in the image.
Yeah, I mean this looks beautiful and very cool because you see the stream but you couldn't tell the direction, whether like the stream of particles going in to the marble or the planet or whatever, and
Yeah,
then or it's going out.
true. It's kind of, I don't know if you can call it stateless or timeless. It's frozen with no context.
Yeah, and it looks like it's budding off at the same time, the surface particles is trying to attack to it.
Um,
This
I
looks
actually
crazy.
think it looks like they're trying to escape from it, but I see that it could be that they're approaching as well.
Yeah. What about the second one?
Let's see. So a
Mhm.
lot of the same things going on. Maybe we should show both at once.
Yeah.
I'm cheating a bit because I can see all of it. Um, but yeah, in relation to these, I think these looks more like they are within the sphere, where these are floating around it. Um, Maybe
Yeah.
it gives
Mhm.
a
Actually,
different.
if you look at it like all at once, you wonder what kind of a sequence. Like, are they together telling a story? Because inside this transparent planet,
Uh,
you can clearly see like the state, right? Inside the planet. Some like let's say like the bottom right, right? It's like all melted and blended, sort of,
uh,
with some clearer one, just like the second one.
yeah, I agree. When you said
Hmm.
that, I actually think it looks like a timeline from this to this to this to this. But it's a planet forming where you have initially satellites or small objects floating around the core mass of a planet to be. And then the second one over here, we have the satellites coming within the sphere. So now they're kind of trapped in the gravity of that mass. And in this, we begin seeing the planet shaping. And it seems like it's already or actually nearing completion. Um,
Yeah, this actually looks like a chocolate now. Like
what?
a chocolate, like a chocolate,
Yeah.
like how they
Uh,
made the chocolate, like molding it
yeah,
into
true.
like a sphere. That's very
Uh,
cool. Very nice picture.
Very colorful chocolate.
Is it now on NFT platform?
This one is not specifically, but I can add this one as well.
See.
Maybe with both the all of them together and each of them upscaled individually.
before we moving on to the next one, should we, give a name to this so that everyone know how to refer to this, like our audience, this is like picture one, as well as, I mean, this is the OG. This is the first episode we're doing this kind of art discussion. So this is the OG. Fortunately, like, yeah, just pick it.
I actually think there's some kind of story to it related to this, that this is the podcast coming together, and that we are going to take a lot of different stuff, mash it up, and then see what actually comes out of it. And that's may actually be what's happening over here, that now it's no longer moving in towards the core, but this is actually what's coming out of the core, just to give it some story.
Yeah. And then,
but yeah, regarding the name, something I've tried to avoid with these is actually naming it to avoid that people zero in on what it's actually about. So maybe just a color palette or something like that. And in this, it's blue or orange sphere or something like that. A terrible name, but
I see. Well, we call it the OG for now, placeholder.
true.
Let's not
Should we check
linger
out
to it.
another image?
Of course. Let's pull up the second one.
Maybe this is too familiar. And try to find another type.
Oh, there are some variations. Okay.
Let's look at this one.
Damn.
I can actually upscale this if there's any of these that you want us to focus on.
Wow. This has more dynamics, right? I would say.
And maybe we can upload the upscaled versions later, so we don't focus on that currently.
Agree.
But do we have any storytelling for this, especially in the comparison to the one before?
This I'm not sure though.
Yeah, it's too abstract, I guess.
Yeah, but they belongs to the same, I would say, collection. Maybe not the same storyline. Definitely, in the same book, maybe same
Yeah,
novel.
true. Yeah, it's later in the story. To some degree, I actually think it looks more like a landscape than the other thing looked like a planet, and that it's very spherical in the later stages. But this is more, yeah, like you have cliff sides, wall and such.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it could be interesting to see something completely different.
Let's
Did you have
go.
any remarks on this one?
Refresh.
Yeah.
F5 refresh. See something. Ooh.
But yeah, currently it's just the stream. So if I refresh, it's showing the same. It's just showing the latest images I've generated. So many of these I actually haven't looked at before.
We have some movie pictures here, huh?
Yeah.
Like motion pictures.
Sorry?
Motion pictures, as in like cover of a movie.
Yeah, this definitely looks like a movie.
Damn, this reminds me of I forgot the name, like a Japanese like anime movies. If anyone watching this video knows, comment below. But this is like, oh, I forgot, like the moving castle. It's the famous
yeah, yeah, but it's
Japanese.
flying in the sky, a huge plane.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I saw it. But
That's the like yeah, the most significant, right, influential Japanese animation. This looks cool. This looks cool. How, like, what's the original? What kind of raw materials did you put into to have Midjourney to create such images?
we can actually check that. So this is basically just cover art. So it's allowed to do whatever it wants to do. Is there any of these we should try to upscale? Then it can run in the background and we can look into it afterwards. Maybe all four of them.
All four of them, or we will let the audience choose?
Yeah, true.
You see how it goes?
Yeah, maybe we can pick that up in the later episodes so people can have so we have some continuous storyline between the coming episodes.
But this looks very cool. This is like, yeah, it's just I mean, the four of them, they look almost like they look very similar, but then they are like almost like different time point if I have to interpret them.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, so it could actually be from the same movie. It's just later down the road.
Like the castle is kind of like sinking, no, burning down or something. Yeah, this is like just beautiful. And then with the man with the luggages and he's looking away.
Yeah.
It's a lot of details in these pictures.
Yeah. It actually has a lot of personality to it or character.
Yeah, and the fog, you couldn't tell if it's fog or like steam from like a fire, you know.
Yeah, true. Yeah, maybe a rubble as well,
Mm.
because at least from to me it could. The buildings are too intact for it to be an apocalypse, and the man way too calm for that.
Or waiting to boarding, right?
Yeah, true.
Boarding
Yeah, so
gate.
instead of going to the boarding gates, this is actually what the future of travel looks like. Imagine if we actually had the if we go back in time to the dinosaurs or something like that. If we will have animals like that in the future, where they are perfectly fine being our
Yeah.
similar to having horses or something like that. Could be absurd to have something like this in the future.
I mean, you know, the latest research from Boston Dynamics, right? They have all sort of like different kind of four legs dog, you know, two legs human kind of creatures. It's not hard to imagine like they build up something like that, like 6 feet or something like that. Like six,
Yeah,
yeah.
true.
Damn. All
Especially
right.
because they make it look bigger than it actually
Yeah.
is.
But yeah, I think that's a very first taste for like what this kind of, you know, art discussions we've been going through. Thank you
Yeah,
guys for watching. Subscribe you if you like this kind of, you know, slow pace discussion while, you know, Matthias and I go through the pictures and potentially, you know, NFT collections. Please subscribe, comment, and like this video. See you guys later.